Alright, this is the story about the time that I almost died. Dead. No more. No more vein. Why is this so low quality? Okay, so, how do I start this? Okay, you need to know what hemoglobin is. And hemoglobin is the, like, oxygen that goes through your blood and spreads out to your brain and stuff. Alright, see change. Okay, so oxygen, like, spreads to your brain, heart, lungs, liver, whatever needs oxygen in your body, it's there because of hemoglobin. Now, the average human has a hemoglobin count of about 15, 14, somewhere in that area. Okay, so just know that's normal levels. That's important for the story later. But with chemo and radiation, my hemoglobin like constantly dipped down to an 8 or 7, which is like normal for chemos. It does that. And then they just give you an infusion, and your hemoglobin goes back up. But I got those all the time, for some reason, like every week, maybe every other week. I don't know, some too many. And there was this one time where I was home for the week, and like by the end of it, I was just really tired, like just really tired. I slept all day, but it's like okay, whatever. He does that all the time. He's undergoing chemo treatments. That's what cancer patients do, is they just sleep. So, we also had an appointment, like, in 2 days, so we didn't really worry about it. But then I did it the next day. It's just sleeping for 2 days straight. Uh, and that's whenever we were kind of concerned about it, but we didn't do anything because we had an appointment the next day. So, the next day rolls around and it's time for that appointment. I can't even, like, get up to get out of bed. So it's just awful. I think it took me over an hour, maybe 2 hours, to get out of bed and go to my bathroom, which I'll try to remember to send a picture of how far my bed is from my bathroom. Well, the photo might be my desk to my bathroom because I've swapped the two since then. But point is, I could reach the door right now. Uh, it took me 2 hours to get up and go to that bathroom in the morning because I was just so tired. I wasn't getting air anywhere. Uh, like even after I went to the bathroom, I fell back in my bed because I couldn't even like stand up anymore. So I just fell back in my bed and passed out. Like didn't mean to go to sleep. I was trying to stay awake because of the sake of having an appointment to get to, but that didn't it didn't matter. I couldn't. So I passed out again for like another hour or two, probably just one, and like I couldn't get up still. So we had to take this like not a wheelchair, but like a chair with wheels, like an office chair, computer chair, whatever you call those. And I had to have my mom roll me across my room to my stairs. And that's whenever my cat showed up and he followed me from the top of my stairs all the way down to the bottom. It's probably like a 30-minute process because I just like sat down and kind of laid there when I got to the stairs and just slowly like shimmied down, I guess you could say. Um, just it took forever because even whenever I got to the bottom of the stairs, we had to get another chair to roll me from my living room to the front door. My stairs lead to the living room, so it was just pretty easy. Uh, and even whenever we rolled myself to the front door, we had to just throw me in a wheelchair right at the front door. All of this just to get me into a car. We weren't really thinking to just call an ambulance. Oh no, sorry, my mom was thinking to call an ambulance. I just kept saying I could do it, which almost got me killed. But I fall in the car and I just passed out from all that work of getting up and getting up out of a chair and sitting back down was tiring, way too tiring. So I passed out again. Didn't even like put my seatbelt on or anything. So uh, we have like a halfway stop to the hospital because it's like 3 hours away. So we take like a pit stop. We usually get like Burger King while we're there. And she asked me if I wanted anything, and I couldn't really like speak, but I kind of like mumbled, yeah, I'll take something. So I got like my normal order. She gave me the bag, and I was passed out again. I was just unconscious. Like, I couldn't do it at all. I didn't. I never ate it, just because I just couldn't manage to stay awake to do it. So whenever I got to the hospital, they were like checking my blood pressure and stuff, and they kept getting like insanely weird readings, bad readings, I'm assuming. So they were like, "This is weird." So they kept trying it to just see if they can get a normal reading, and they tried it for way too long. But eventually they said, "Okay, whatever, we'll just roll with this." So they went and um, accessed my port. Basically, they got a blood draw to like see what my counts were, see what my hemoglobin was, and it ended up being a 2.6, which you shouldn't survive. You just you don't. You just don't survive that. I mean, like you shouldn't even survive anything below like 5, probably. Like they had never seen anything like it. I've literally performed miracles. So I'm still here to this day because they just pumped a bunch of blood into me that day, and I don't know, I somehow made it. But I remember my mom telling me that from her side of the story, I was just kind of sleeping, and they came in and said, "Okay, we need to go to the ER," but they did it like really calm, so she wasn't even worried that they were going to the emergency room. It's like, I don't know, you would think that the two and two would click about everything that's been going on, and then all of a sudden you have to go to the ER. You'd think it would click, but I don't know. Nurses are good at their job, I guess. It's Vanderbilt, so why wouldn't they be? And also, I remember that she had a photo where I was being checked out in the waiting room. Like, not like the main waiting room, but like whenever you take it back and they do like something and they needed another waiting room. I don't know. Whatever. Um, I was in there and they were like checking my vitals and stuff while I was in there. And I have literally no memory of this. I don't have a lot of memory of most of this because my brain wasn't really getting the oxygen it needed. Like, my lips were literally gray, according to my mom. So, just not gonna be a lot of memory. But that's how I almost died. But we think it was a combination of the radiation and the chemo messing up my bone marrow that got it that low in the first place. Because the bone marrow is like all weird and stuff, and I had AML, MDS type stuff, secondary cancer. I can't even name exactly what it was, but that happened, and I think that is why my counts were so low, because later my platelets went down to a 2. Instead of being like 300s, they were a 2. So all my counts were messed up, because my bone marrow was, like, just screwed. I don't know what happened to it. Or, no, I do know what happened to it. I just explained that. Okay. But even after this whole 2.6 hemoglobin incident, a couple months later, um, my counts dropped down to like a 4 point something. I don't remember. 4.7 maybe is what I would guess. Because it's just, the counts were not doing too hot. Like, at all. Now, should I talk about kidney stones or the AML? Okay, you know what, the AML. Let's get more into the AML, because why not? The AML MDS thing is only treated with a stem cell transplant. So, um, I needed to, obviously get a stem cell transplant, but that is like really torturous, by the way. Like, chemo's so powerful, I couldn't speak for a few days. Like, it just hurt to talk. Uh, so I got one of those, and it was actually recently is whenever I got one of those. So what else can I like talk about? The whole situation. It was very boring. I sat in hospital for 3 months. It's like, there's not much of a story to give there, but I do have to thank my little brother for being the donor, because, you know, he's kind of saved my life with donating his bone marrow to me and making me like a normal person again. Kind of. Uh, I don't know, it's weird, bro. It's just like crazy that they can just take the like bone marrow out of my little brother and put it into me. Is that not weird to y'all? Is that not like crazy technology? I don't know. So with the stem cell transplant, what was I about to say? Bro, I can't. This chemo fog is crazy. I literally forget my thoughts so easily. With the whole stem cell transplant thing, I was at the Vanderbilt hospital for like a month and a half ish, a little more. And I was also at the Ronald McDonald House for like a month and a half ish, maybe a little more. So a total of about like way too long. Uh, but at the Ronald McDonald House, it was a lot more fun. The Ronald McDonald House in Nashville, Tennessee. It's great. It's great. It's a great place. Recommend like if you have like a charity to donate to, do it to cancer funds or something to do with the medical field of cancers because they don't get enough funding for what they do, like at all. Uh, and anyways, let's talk about the kidney stones now because I guess it can be combined with the story. Um, the stem cell transplant was supposed to happen January 2026, but it happened February 2026 because the night that we were at a hotel getting ready to leave, um, all of a sudden my stomach just like it's killing me, and I kind of just thought it was food poisoning because I wasn't having like bathroom issues or anything. I just thought it was food poisoning. I had ordered pizza from some weird hotel menu. Like food poisoning is very possible, but it wasn't. So we go to the ER like 2 hours before my appointment because I was just in so much pain. They say that kidney stone pains is the same as like giving birth. So I had a kid, pretty much, and I am a dad. That's all I can say there. But it got delayed by about a month because I had the kidney stones, and now you guys are about to witness a tragedy. So I'll just be quiet, let the clip play. One pixel. One pixel. Because soul sand is slightly below like dirt and stuff, so I was too far away from the bed. And that's how I lost sub 15.